cannot bypass the process. If God bypass the process, you will not be able to handle the blessing. So when God is working for you, what he's doing is that he's processing you. There is no good thing that has come out of that has come out from nature that hasn't been processed. You see what they do for us? They take the natural resources, bring it back here, process it and refine it, and come and sell it to us 10,000 times. Why? Because he has gone through a period of processing. God needs to process you for the end that he has ordained for your life. I'm going to say something on this thing. When God processes a man, listen, God who lives beyond time is able to position you in time. I pray that the Lord will give you understanding. When you see a man or a person or an individual doing great progress in a short space of time, what is happening is that God has bypassed time. God has literally moved somebody and deposited him in between time for his purpose. David stood and said, he realized that the Lord has blessed me for the sake of his people. When God has an agenda and he has a blessing for a people, he's able to take one man and put him in his agenda so that things will go well. I want you to understand that God has a plan for you. For him to bring the best in you, he must process you. For you to be able to stay in his plan and his agenda for this time, he must process you. I don't want you to move with disappointment. One of the things the enemy will do for you this year is to try and remind you all the things that didn't happen. All the things that could have. You start calculating, this one. This hand has done this. If this has happened, if this has done this. And then all the enemy wants to do in your life now is to bring you to a point of disappointment where you can never thank God for what he has done. But we are wiser than that. The God who saw fit to process you and keep you here is the same God who can take you from the middle of nowhere and put you at the top. Hannah prayed and he says that you are the Lord who is able to take the beggar from the dunghill and places among princes in the palace. I speak into somebody's life 2025 as we are getting to the end. Whatever looks like lateness in your life, may the Lord fast forward you. May the Lord give you the grace to see the good things he's doing. That the things we don't even understand, may the Lord use it for our favor in the mighty name of Jesus. When we stand here to give thanks to God, it's not because we don't see the bad things that are happening, but it is based on our assurance in the person who is talking. I'm talking about a God who is able, who is willing, and who can fast forward you in time. Don't worry about it. Anything that looks like lost, God is able to rebuild and give you back your original. He says that for your trouble, I can give you double. May the Lord bring you testimony for shame. Anywhere the people have stood and asked, where is your God? In an attempt to mock you, may the Lord reply them with a double testimony in the mighty name of Jesus. So when we give thanks to God, what happens here is that it builds in us patience. Because of our time, I can't really look at it. But you see, when we look at faith, it is important. You know, most of the things we look at, I would have loved for us to come here and like what happened in our sister's life, major deliverance from an accident, is something to give thanks to God for. But what about the things that didn't happen? That is where the true test is. Faith can believe for things to happen. Trust is a different thing. When we are giving thanks to God, it shows our trust and confidence in a God who is able to do the things we've never thought possible, never imagined. So that even if it's not going as we've planned it, my trust tells me that even